I'm going to replace the door lock on a Hyundai Kona 2020 because the central locking is not working on this door. So if I use the key fob, it's not locking. Like, I hear the actuator in the door, but it's doing nothing. So this isn't working. So just to show you what it should look like, it's unlock, lock. Okay. So the part that needs to be replaced is a door lock or mechanism, which is somewhere around here, in behind the handle. And to get at it, what we have to do is take off this frame or panel of the door, and there is a number of screws. There's a screw in here, in behind a little hidden panel there. We have to take off this here. You might be able to get your fingers at it, or try and get something that's relatively soft, that won't scratch the paintwork. So it's not actually a screw that needs to be removed, it's this connector here. So a little catch in it there, so just press that down and it pulls out. Now you need a small flathead to get this little cover off. And then I just Phillips just to remove that screw there. So the rest of this should come off easily enough. So just pull at the catches and they should start to come off. Now I've taken this door off already, so it's coming off relatively easy for me. Okay, I think that's them all. So I'm just going to lift the door up, or the frame up. So you can see here, there's a few cables I need to detach, so I'm holding on to it here and I'll detach these cables. There's a little catch in here that you press down to release that one. And also here, I can see it there, I'm using my thumb to disconnect that cable. So last we got these kind of cables off the door lock. So that's the door frame off now. So with the door panel off, the next thing I have to do is just pull this down here. I'm just going to pull what I need down. It's a bit sticky, but just try and keep your hands off it. And I think maybe that could be enough. I may be able to get the door out here, or the door lock. So this is here in behind this panel here, and what I have to do is take a bolt out there, or a screw out there, that one there, and there is also these 3 bolts here, the Torx, I think they're Torx 30, and there is, in behind this panel, there's also a screw. So I'm going to take off this cable here, which is connected to the lock. And I'm going to this screw in there. You just have to just loosen that there, really. You don't have to take it completely off. Now loosen them two screws should allow me to take off this here and loosen the handle. Now I had to use a small flathead to prise that out there, so you can take that away for the moment. And just note this here where there is a small bit of this plastic piece there that goes over the bodywork of the car, just there. So that lip has to go back in like that there, or you will have a problem aligning this screw up there that's in there. So I'm going to take off the handle. I just pull it towards me, I think. So when you've taken that off, you can just take the handle off there like that, let it lean down, and I'm going to undo the cable for that there, and you can see it's down in here. So there is a little catch there that you press on and you can pull that out, and then you gotta remove this cable tie thing here. So you can get your fingers behind there and squeeze a clip together, and you can get it out. Let's see. But it's quite difficult, let's see. Okay, that's it now. So that's what the clip looks like there. So now just push it on through the hole there in the door, so that you can take the handle out. So this is still stuck on, and it's stuck on from the other side, even though I have the two bolts or the two screws loosened. I have to push it out from this side, so it's by squeezing this here together, it should allow me to take it out actually. So I'll just take that off for a minute. And I'll just squeeze that with pliers just to see if I can get that out. So yeah, just squeezing it with pliers allowed that to go in there. So I'll just push that in. I'll just put that back so that I don't lose it. See? Okay. Okay, it's fallen down there inside. So I should be able to pull this out now. So I think I might have to take the window guide here, which is down there. I might have to take that off as well. So it's taken off with these two bolts there. So it should be straightforward. So, but I'm going to try and remove these here first, the hex bolts or the torque bolts, and then see if I can remove it. So I've tried pulling that out and the door lock, so I can't. So I'm going to loosen the or take out the window guide in behind there. So it's a 10mm socket. Okay, that's that. I'll put them bolts back on that just so they don't get lost. So this is what I took out of the car. This is my one, and I got this on eBay, second-hand one, and I'm going to basically replace it with this one here, but I'm not going to use this plastic part. I'm going to use my original one. There's kind of two screws here that are missing, this one here, and there's also one in behind there which is missing from this part, and there's a bit of you know, they've kind of broken the plastic there a little bit when they were taking it out. So yeah, I think it'd be wise to use my one instead. So it's quite easy to take off. You kind of squeeze these together while it's in there, and then that pops out. And then yeah, there's a clip here you can undo, and then it slides out. So this one here I'm not going to use, and I'm going to use my one. So that in there, clip that in, and put that back in there. That's it. So now I just have to do everything in reverse and put the door lock, the new door, in place. So first thing to do, there is the gap here, or hole within the plastic, so I'm going to just put the cables in there. So I've aligned that up properly. I've pressed that in. I'll show you the other side here. So yeah, so I pressed that in there, and just bear in mind that you have to have that little lip over the bodywork of the car there. So cable then goes in there, the door handle. Push that in, and push the door lock in. Now when you're putting the door handle back on, make sure you get this end in first, and then slide it forward like that there. Yeah, that feels better. And then you can put this part on here. Okay, and then we can tighten the screws. And this one here too. Don't forget the cap too. I'm now going to just put the Torx head bolts on. So I just line that up there, and just put the screws lightly in first with your fingers. So I'll pop on a few of my cables. This one here goes there. And I'll pop this little catch on. And this here is part of the door lock. Okay, so now it's just really my the door frame now that needs to go on. I nearly forgot about this window guide, so this goes in behind here and into these two holes. So I just have it in there, so I just tighten these up. And that's it, firm in place. So lift the plastic back up and make sure the seal is pushed tight around. So I have the door here, and what I have to do is connect this here, and there's about 3 connectors, and I'm just making sure that all my clips all look well and in position and they're not broken. Okay, so I'll start off with the with this here to see if I can clip it in. So just the cables now to connect. So this one here into there. That's it. I'm just going to lift the door onto the ridge here. So just go around all the door and make sure all the clips, so just take a bit of a fist bump. And this one here. Okay, that connector I already have in, and just fit on that panel, and that's it. So make sure the door opens and closes okay. The lock works, and I'll try the fob. Yeah, that looks good. And finally test the door handle and the lock. Okay, looks good.